some of the wrestling fans becoming increasingly upset by the obvious condition of Johnny Ramirez right now. Want to prevent any further injuries. And of course, Ramirez is working himself with those forearm blows to prevent any further damage. And you can see the referee's attitude. Sir, you'll have to close it. Quiet down just a minute, please. You can see the referee's attitude on it. He doesn't like what's happening in the ring. And feeling that things have been a bit biased in favor of Bob Geigel, he's giving Johnny Ramirez the benefit of the doubt on the rules. He didn't even make an attempt to get over there in that corner and break them in when Ramirez had Geigel against the ropes. And legally, he'd have had to break that hold. Ramirez really in trouble. Geigel drops him, almost just rolls him over onto his back. Ouch. Knee to the chest, and here he comes off the ropes. Oh, his man moved out of the way that time, threw his timing off a little. And Geigel used that knee again as if to say, stay there till I come back. And here he goes off the ropes. Wow, and he landed that time, and Johnny Ramirez flapping, powerless to avoid the 3 count, and this match is over. Geigel won't leave his man alone. The time on the match was 10 minutes, 9 minutes and 48 seconds. John Baker, our timekeeper. And man at the bell. Johnny Ramirez recovering himself.
You can't see.
Now, the gentleman behind me, the butt of some of Geigel's remarks. The fan has been not abusive at all. Bob Geigel seems to be taking exception to him. And he better watch his step. This man packs a lot of weight. Sit down, sir. Pardon me. Now it's Geigel and Ramirez. Referee Moody trying to clear the ring. Geigel flexing his muscles. Emerging victorious in this contest against Johnny Ramirez. Ramirez's condition does not look too good. There's no question but what he's going to have to get that head condition cleared up before he can tackle an opponent who will show as little mercy for him as did Bob Geigel. We have another match for you, and All-Star Wrestling will continue in just a moment, right after we take this brief timeout. Well, your All-Star Wrestling ring, again, oops, in a little trouble with the microphone cord here. There we go, we got enough. And making his appearance now, Bob Geigel. You got a lot of fans with you, Bob. They seem to do a lot of hollering while you're in there, but by George, once you come out here, they're on your team. Maybe they're a little afraid of you.
Down deep in their heart, they got good taste. They appreciate a great wrestler, that's right.
Well, about Ramirez, of course, we've seen blood spilled in the ring here on the last 2 All-Star Wrestling televised matches, and he's going to have to do something about that condition. Doesn't this more or less leave him at the mercy of his opponent?
Every time I looked at that Ramirez, his big nose, I thought about the stomper, and that's just what's going to happen to the stomper. And you want me to show you, Fred Everett, how easy it is to bring the blood out of the nose? Come here, let me show you, Fred.
I just assumed you did. No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I'll take your word for it.
Hey, it'll flow, Fred. You probably got a little blood in your veins, too.
No, I'm sure I have. I'll take your word for it if it's all the same to you. Okay?
Listen, I listened to you talk to Jerry Miller, and I listened to you talk to Bob Brown. Now, I want to say something on behalf of Bob Brown, nothing on behalf of Jerry Miller. Bob Brown is a great wrestler. He's going to be one of the top wrestlers in the United States. Bob Brown has got a lot of courage. He's a sneaky kind of wrestler.
I noticed.
He sneaks around, and his opponent thinks he's got him beat, and all the time Bob Brown is thinking this guy's building up his ego, and then when the time is right, Bob Brown lowers the boom.
Right.
He's big enough. You know, the guy weighs 238, 242.
Right.
He's strong. He's got a lot of moxie in the head and in the ring. And I predict if Jerry Miller wants to save face, save a lot of pain and mental agitation, he shouldn't show up for this match with Bob Brown.
Well, what about yourself with the Stomper this week?
Well, I told you once before how the Stomper got his name. Somebody stomped his head brains out, and they called him the Stomper from then on because he didn't have anything upstairs.
Well, he brings a lot of meanness into the ring and 280 pounds to boot. Have you been conditioning yourself, trying to pick up a little extra weight so that you'll be more evenly matched, or do you think it's an even match to start with?
No, it's not an even match to start with because mentally I've got the guy way outnumbered. I've wrestled the guy on 2 occasions before. He usually cheats. He finds some way to get his hand up in the air, but this is going to be different this time. You know the guy's big and strong, like you say, but the guy is strong every place but here, and he's not strong here. He's very weak here. I'm going to tie him up in a metal knot and then set on him like a bundle of blub.
Well, if you say so. Sir, you'll have to keep your seat. I'll have to ask you once again, please keep your seat. This gentleman getting a little too excited and carried away here. We always